Well, hopefully that title drug you in here. Is this the best street car for under $10,000? For me, probably. I originally bought the car for $2,000 about 2 years ago. I got some miles in on it with the original M54, because this is a 330i, and ended up running into some engine issues, and I convinced myself it'd be better in the long run to LS swap it. Is that still true? I don't know. Maybe. I've had a bunch of growing pains, if you've been following me, from fuel injector issues, oil pressure issues, clutch issues, the whole 9 yards. We've been pretty good lately, so fingers crossed. But for me, this is probably one of my favorite cars that I've put together, if you will. I've built a few. I literally built one from the ground up. It was a Chevelle on a NASCAR chassis. Pretty sure that's why most of you are here. Maybe. That car was really cool, got me a lot of followers, but it was super impractical for me and my current lifestyle. I now have 2 boys. One's 4 and one is almost a year. So having a third vehicle that was just a toy was super inconvenient. Couldn't really drive it to work. I did take it to get groceries once, which was funny, but just not great. It was cool, got a lot of looks, but just didn't really tick all the boxes. And I've had a bunch of other cars here and there. I had a 2-door E36 that I really liked. It was the M50 Pre-Vanos, but it was no interior, obnoxiously loud, and obviously 2 doors. I did end up putting interior in when I sold it, and it actually ended up really nice. Had black leather and black door cards and all that stuff. But as far as like the perfect street car goes, for me, this thing comes really close to ticking all the boxes, which is cool. It's got a bunch of power for what it is. Just basically a hodgepodge slapped together 5.3. Probably makes around, I don't know, 350 horsepower, maybe. I mean, it does ride a little bit rougher now. I put a set of coilovers on it. I did solid diff bushings, solid subframe bushings. But other than it being loud exhaust wise, it's still pretty comfortable. And I say is this the best street car under 10 grand, because I'm pretty sure that's what I have in it. Could be a little off, but I don't think I'm too far off. I originally set a goal to LS swap it for 5 grand, and I came really close to that. I'd have to do the math and really sit down and dial it all in. But I'm really close. I had a couple issues. None of them were too expensive, other than the flywheel that I had to replace for the adapter. It was the most expensive failure, unfortunately. but other than that, it was just like some cheap bearings and stuff, and then a clutch disc that wasn't too bad either. But yeah, I've got about 10 grand in it. Functioning AC. We have Apple CarPlay. The heat works, heated seats. The Speedo did work, but I think the ABS sensor failed. I thought it was the right rear that controls the Speedo, but apparently it is the left rear. So I've got another one coming for that. The coolant temp gauge works, the gas gauge works, heated seats, sunroof, all the windows, doors, door locks, all that stuff, which is pretty cool in my mind to have an LS swapped street car that still has all the normal creature comforts. Obviously there's a lot more cars out there that have crazy technology and all this stuff, and it's not really my speed. So I don't know. For me, this is a pretty solid street car that I can hopefully go to the track and rip around with. It's a third vehicle for me. I've got a Suburban and a Jeep that I mostly drive, but I like driving this in the evenings and picking the boys up and just running around town and whatnot, and it does great. Hoping to make it to Drift Nirvana in December, and that'll be the first real test of the swap and all the parts and all that stuff, so hopefully holds together. We'll see. Now, is there a better $10,000 street car? Probably. Definitely. For me, I don't think so, because number one, I don't have $10,000 to just go out and buy something. So this has been an accumulation of about a year. I actually got the first parts for the swap at Drifters of December last year. So that's pretty cool. But better ones for you? Probably. It just depends on what your life is like. Do you have kids? You got to haul kids around? You got to haul dogs around? Stuff like that. So, pretty controversial topic to say, is this the best $10,000 street car for you? It's just hit or miss. It's kind of like a food opinion. You never really know what everybody else likes and versus what you like and all that stuff. So, probably a pretty crappy video, but thanks for watching if you did, and I'll see you on the next one.